Good evening. Welcome to the Mind of STEM channel, where you get your daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. I'm your host, Leon Jones, and in this segment, I'm going to talk about STEM. And when I mean STEM, I'm going to define STEM, and I'm going to give you examples of STEM subjects. So when we talk about STEM, I'm not talking about a stem from a plant. But what I am talking about is science, technology, engineering, and math. STEM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and math. And what STEM is, it's basically a broad term used to group together the disciplines of science, technology, engineering, and math. Now, the term is typically used when addressing education policy and curriculum in schools to improve competitiveness in science and technology development. It has implications for workforce development, national security concerns, and immigration policy. The STEM in correction, the science in STEM typically refers to two out of three major branches of science, natural science. Now, when I'm talking about natural science, I'm talking about biology, physics, and chemistry, as well as formal science, of which mathematics is an example, along with logic and statistics. Now, the third major branch of science, as we know, is social science. Now, what's included in social science? Well, when we talk about social science, we deal with psychology, sociology, and political science. Those are sciences that talk about behavior and civilizations. Now, psychology, sociology, and political science are categorized separately from the other two branches of science and are instead grouped together with humanities and arts to form another counter acronym named HAS. HAS stands for Humanities, Arts, and Social Sciences. Now, when we talk about psychology, we can say psychology is considered a major part of STEM besides the other two subjects. Why? Because when we talk about psychology, psychology fits right into the area of industrial engineering. Now, in the United States, United Kingdom education system, in elementary, middle, and high schools, the term science refers primarily to the natural sciences, with mathematics being a standalone subject, and the social sciences are combined with the humanities under the umbrella term social studies. Now, this change was in part instigated at the interagency meeting by Peter Felitra, the director from the Office of Science Division of Workforce Development for Teachers and Scientists. Now, the acronym was adopted by Rita Colwell and other science administrators in the NSF. NSF is an acronym for Natural Science Foundation. This happened all in 2001. However, the acronym STEM predates NSF, which is used by a variety of educators, including Charles E. Vila, the founder and director of the Center of Advancement. That's the Center for Advancement of Hispanics in Science and Education. Always say advancement of Hispanics in science and education, or engineering education. That's known as Kashi or Kasi. This all happened in the 1990s. Now, Kasi started a summer program for talented, underrepresented students in the Washington, D.C. area called the STEM Institute. Now, based on the program's recognized success and his expertise in STEM education, Charles Vila was asked to serve on numerous NSF and congressional panels in science, mathematics, and engineering education. It is through this manner that NSF, which is the National Science Foundation, was first introduced to the acronym STEM. Now, one of the first NSF projects to use the acronym was STEM Tech, the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Teacher Education Collaborative at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, and that was founded in 1998. Now, when we talk about STEM, we talk about subjects within STEM. I just mentioned to you chemistry, physics, and biology, the natural and life sciences. Well, one must understand you have to include engineering, technology. Now, when we talk about technology, we just talk about equipment, computer software, computer development, computer architecture. Technology basically deals with a lot of computers. And of course, mathematics. We introduce subjects like algebra, physics, calculus. Now, some might ask me, why did I decide to do a video on STEM? Well, I decided tonight to reference a video on STEM because my channel is The Mind of STEM. But some people don't know what STEM is. So what I'm doing is giving you an overview on STEM. Again, if you're not familiar with STEM, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Now, STEM is very important in our lives because a lot of your innovations come from STEM. Now, in order to become a part of STEM, you must be very good in math. You must understand the concepts and applications of solving problems. STEM is different than humanities. It's different than art. STEM requires logic and common sense. Sometimes you have to work backwards when it comes to problem solving. But the idea of STEM is to innovate. Now, I'm a STEM person myself. I work as a civil engineer for the Indiana Department of Natural Resources, and STEM is a very good field to major in, but you must be disciplined. And if you're interested in STEM, check out your local four-year colleges or community colleges. Now, if you're going to get into STEM, you must do well in your math and science in high school. And if you want to keep the price down before attending a four-year college, check out a two-year college. You can get an associate's degree. If you want to go into engineering and pre-engineering, you can take all of your 1 and 200 or freshman and sophomore level courses at a local community college, then transfer in as a junior. Now again, when I talk about STEM, particularly here in the United States, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. It is a broad term used to group academic disciplines. So this video talked about STEM education, STEM careers. It was very little talked about with the careers, but you have to have the education before you go in to the careers. Now that concludes this segment from the Mind of STEM channel, where you get your daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. If you like what I just presented, please comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're looking for political content, check out the 401 Talks on Radio show on YouTube. You can also check out Blog Talk Radio, because I will be doing information regarding STEM, politics, and news. The call-in number for Blog Talk Radio is 215-383-5785. Now, if you cannot find me on YouTube or Blog Talk Radio, simply check me out on Twitter. Once again, like to thank you all for viewing this video. What is STEM? From the Mind of STEM channel, where you get your daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. You all have a wonderful and gracious night.